This is an important announcement. Stop what you're doing and listen. Cannonball! Well, how long can you hold your breath for?
Do you know what? It makes you appreciate the air.
Yeah. So this Mindset Monday lesson is all about the things that you take for granted. Now every day we breathe in and out, I don't know how many times, more than 60 times in a minute I would say. I'm quite heavy.
No, it's less than 60 in a minute.
Is it?
Not one every second.
That's like Terminator 2, Dyson, and then he drops the bottom. We know our movies, yeah. So yeah, we know our movies, right?
We know our movies.
So you take oxygen for granted. When you go a couple minutes, WOO,
Without oxygen.
without oxygen. No oxygen for a couple minutes. You then, when you do take a breath, you're like, oh my goodness, thank goodness it's there.
It's only when you take things away that you normally do have that you really do appreciate how vital it is, and you can start to appreciate more in your life, because what the body actually needs is oxygen, it needs fluid, it needs food, it needs sleep, you know, basic things. But because of modern life, we believe that we need things like a 50-inch TV, a new car, you know, whatever it might be. Everyone's got their own little things and they're like, oh, but I need it. And kids are the worst for it, of course. They're like, but mummy, daddy, I need this. And really, it's when you go without the absolute basics, like oxygen. Okay, we can't survive more than a few minutes without oxygen. Therefore, you can teach yourself to go longer without it. You really, really appreciate it when you do have it.
Now, when we were holding our breath underwater there, again, you breathe in and out all the time. Then when you stopped, you don't know what you had until it was gone. You're like, oh my God, there's no air, and you start to panic, and then you come up and think, luckily you've got air. Now, what other things are you taking for granted? What other things, if you don't know, you'll not know until they're gone? Are you taking your health for granted? Are you just passing by, not giving it a second thought? And then when something starts to deteriorate, you won't know what you've got until it's gone.
This is actually also a very good way of dealing with stresses in your life. You know, if you're one of those people who suffer from stress, anxiety, depression, often it's, I'll take anxiety as an example, because you know everyone can appreciate anxiety from time to time, and most people have experienced it. But often anxiety is through needing or wanting or believing that you should be doing something when you're not, or constantly thinking about or worrying about the future. But when you're down there trying to hold your breath, you're not worrying about anything other than taking your next breath.
Yeah.
All your stresses, all your worries go out the window, and when you come up, you're like, you breathe out. So then it makes you reflect on other aspects of your life. You know, do you know what? As long as I'm breathing, I'm fine. I can deal with life as it happens.
So have a look at things in your life. What are you taking for granted? What things in your life are you taking for granted that you won't know what you've got until it's gone. And you can start to make choices now to take care of those things. You know, if it's your health, if it's your fitness, or you know, maybe you're hitting the drink too much and you're damaging your organs. You won't know what you've got until it's gone. And then when you've lost an organ, God, your life is going to be different. You're going to wish that you'd listened to all these people that said, "Oh, take care of your health," and you just ignored them for whatever reason.
Yeah, one of my pet hates actually is people who say, "Oh, I don't really like water." You know, like, what do you mean you don't like water? I mean, for millions of years, that was our sole purpose for every day, was to get clean drinking water. And now we're so spoiled. We're just like spoiled brats. Like, oh, I don't like plain water. I like to have fizzy juice, or I like to have tea and coffee. And it's like, it's a pet hate of mine, because when I was in Iraq, we never had cold water. We had cold water for half a day every week, because you get a week's supply on one go. So we had to store it, and obviously with the sun heats the whole thing up. So we had warm water. Obviously it's still clean and drinkable, but it's hot water when you're in the desert. It's not exactly pleasant. So I really appreciate a nice glass of cold water, and I think I always will. And it's because you go to that period without it. So look at your life and say, am I just being a spoiled brat here? Should I just be focusing on clean water, nice vegetables, good food? Because this is what your body needs, rather than all this other nonsense that most people eat and drink and live their lives by.
So have a look at the things in your life that you're taking for granted, because you won't know what you've got until it's gone.
You won't know what you've got till it's gone.
And just to finish off, I would like to have a Slippery Stephen appreciation moment.
Fuck you. I was sore.